What makes Williamson County, Tennessee so popular? I can tell you this with confidence. Over the years, Williamson County gets the lion's share of attention from buyers both out of town and local, and it generates the most questions, hands down. What's the housing market like? What's the schools like? What's the quality of life like? Are the property taxes bad? What's the traffic like? And on and on. So I thought I'd do a video on what makes Williamson County, Tennessee so dadgum popular. Number one, Williamson County is thriving. Williamson County population has grown almost 46%, from 183,000 in 2010 to 273,000 as of 2024. Part of the reason is strong economic development. Williamson County has attracted a bunch of large companies to the area. Here's a short list of companies that ended up here. Nissan North America, Mitsubishi Motors North America, Educational Media Foundation, that's a parent company to a popular Christian radio network, K-Love. Medtronic, they're down in Spring Hill. Tractor Supply Company, big. Mars Pet Care, to name a few. It goes without saying that those companies brought jobs, great jobs. Although some people moved with the companies, part of the reason these companies moved here in the first place is the talent pool in the area is deep. There's lots of smart folks here in Williamson County. The other reason is there's a business-friendly environment that goes on. There's a lot of states out there that makes it hard for businesses to do business. Tennessee and Williamson County specifically is not one of them. Here's some more facts about our area. The per capita income, $119,000, easily the most of any county in Tennessee. Job growth saw an increase of 4.7%, outpacing the U.S. average at 2.3%. Williamson County has received national recognition and is ranked 10th in the nation for employment stability. The future outlook, predictions are there's going to be a 41% job growth over the next decade. Business-wise, things are looking very good in Williamson County now and in the future. Hey, I hope you like what you're seeing so far. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you'd like to talk about real estate in Nashville and Williamson County specifically, please reach out. My contact information is below. Should be pretty easy to find. Number two, quality of life. One of the intangibles about Williamson County is the high quality of life. The intangible part is that people are just happy living here. I'm a prime example. I moved here from Colorado Springs in 2004, and I loved Colorado Springs, raised a family, lived there 30 years. But when I got here, it just felt like home to me, and frankly, it still does, fortunately. I live in Brentwood, Franklin area, and it seems that the city elders for both cities pay attention to detail. The streets are nice, they keep an eye on development, expansion. All the stuff that keeps a town nice seems to get done. By comparison, crime is extremely low, and I'm not quite sure how to say this next part, but I'm going to try. There's a lot of money in Williamson County, and it shows. This is kind of hard to explain, but you'll know what I mean when and if you visit. It's just a nice place to be. Number three, excellent schools. Williamson County serves about 50,000 students. It has about 60 schools. There's two separate districts in Williamson County, Williamson County Schools and the Franklin Special School District. Basically, the Franklin Special School District has the authority to approve its own budget, levy its own taxes. If you live in the Franklin Special School District, you're going to pay an additional tax. The list of benefits that the Franklin Special Schools District provides is long, so I'll leave a link to that district in the description. It's impressive, really. They're both highly ranked in Tennessee and nationally. The test scores are consistently high. There's a focus on innovation. The Entrepreneurship and Innovation Center is just one example. Look that up. They have a very active and engaged community of parents and the administration. Because Williamson County is one of the wealthiest counties in the nation, the schools are very well funded. It's been said somewhat jokingly that there's never been a bond issue rejected in Williamson County. However, there was one unsuccessful bond issue in 2020 for $525 million. Historically, though, most have passed without a problem. Truth be told, I think it's the schools that garners the most interest in people when they start looking at Middle Tennessee as a potential candidate for a new home. There's lots of families that have made some pretty significant sacrifices to have their kids go to school here. It's just a really good school district. Number 4, housing and real estate. I'm just going to call it like it is here. Housing is expensive. In particular, Franklin, Nolensville, and Brentwood, housing is just big bucks. There's tons of neighborhoods in the top dollar category, but the bottom line is, even in the more distant parts of the county, housing is more expensive just because it's in Williamson County. Median Franklin home prices easily $1 million or close to it. Brentwood homes are coming close to $2 million, give or take. In recent years, the housing market has been impossibly hot, like homes selling for $25,000 or $50,000 over the asking price. That just isn't the case these days, but don't get me wrong. Homes are still selling. Most are just selling a little under the asking price now. One thing to note is over the years, real estate in Williamson County has been very stable, although home values are growing much more slowly now, like it is across the country. I'm comfortable saying that the housing in Williamson County is a safe bet over the long term. This may seem like an all too obvious to state comment, but trust me, this is a question I get consistently, and here's what it is. How do home values hold up there in Williamson County? They hold up good. Number 5, cost of living. This might surprise you a bit, but the cost of living in Williamson County is 40% higher than the national average. This is mostly due to the really high cost of housing, yet Williamson County is still one of the most popular places to move to. As for the rest of the expensive, it's not too bad. Groceries are a bit higher, but not ridiculous. Gas prices are pretty good overall, but I can say if you leave Williamson County, gasoline is cheaper. I don't know how that works exactly. Utilities are about average, and healthcare is slightly more than average. Let me say this about the cost of living in Williamson County. There are several cities and towns that are much cheaper to live in. Fairview is one, Spring Hill is another. But the reason is mostly that they're a distance from town, meaning the center of town, Nashville, Brentwood, Franklin. The rule of thumb is, as you've probably heard, keep driving away from the middle of town till you can afford the housing. That's just the way it works around here as well. Number 6, parks and recreation. If you love the outdoors, you're going to love it here. Williamson County has over 30 parks and facilities, nature parks, playgrounds, bike parks, skate parks, ball fields, sports complexes, community centers, and dog parks. Really nice dog parks. Williamson County subscribes to the Open Space Initiatives, where they prioritize preserving green space, which helps protect natural areas and scenic landscapes. Great place if you want to get out and hike. Number 7, the sense of community. Finally, here's the bottom line, at least in my opinion. Williamson County has a lot to like, and it's easy for people to see that, and it draws them here, at least just to find out more in the beginning. But something you can't know till you get here is how the sense of place, the community, makes Williamson County a simply wonderful place to call home. The people here are genuinely kind and they're engaged. There is this southern courtesy and decorum that tends to be adhered to. Franklin in particular works overtime to make the town family friendly with dozens of events during the course of the year that pulls families together. I think probably the bottom line on what makes Williamson County so popular are the ones who have moved here and they call their people back home to gush on how much they love it here. So there you go. It's the people that makes Williamson County so popular. No surprise there. If you're getting value from my videos and you want to be the first to learn about the change in real estate market, hit subscribe and tap the bell. That'll help us both a bunch. Thanks so much. See you later. Talk to you soon.